Okay, welcome everybody to the Cooler Master VIP Lounge at Computex 2015. My name is Rajiv Kotari. I am the marketing manager for North America, and I'm very excited to share with you guys today the future of Cooler Master. Now, many of you in this room have probably seen that we've been very quiet about a lot of things, and today's the day we can finally tell you where we're going. But the really interesting thing about where we're going is actually, we aren't doing anything exactly new. We're just going back to our roots and looking back to who we are and where we started, and that's how we're going to deliver our future spirit. And it all starts from one man, our founder, Roger Lynn. Roger believed that he wanted to have a purpose in the market, and that purpose was to innovate. He looked at a PC market where everybody was creating beige cases, very boring, very standard, all the same. And everybody just copied each other's spec all the time. And part of that problem still exists to this day. But 23 years ago, Roger looked at it and said, I don't want to do that. I want to make a difference. And so he created the ATCS chassis. How many of you guys here remember this case here? Anybody here? Show of hands? Excellent. So what you know about this case is exactly that, is that it changed the market and it challenged convention. He basically worked out of an office with just his secretary, worked tirelessly to create a case that everybody said would fail. But what it did was it made the Cooler Master brand. To us, Roger Lynn is a maker. And so as we move forward with Cooler Master, and looking back upon the maker that started this all, what is it that binds all of us together to build a PC? It's a specific spirit that we look at, and it's called that maker spirit. It's something that makes you want to put your hands inside your system and tinker and toy with everything. And that spirit is alive today more than ever. People want to take ownership of their products. People want to make things for themselves. And that's exactly who we built for. And you might be asking, is this a new demographic that we're reaching for? No. Actually, like I mentioned, all of us here are makers, as well as the current customer base that we deal with and the people that we build for. For example, if you go down to our Computex floor, you'll meet Lee Harrington. Lee is a modder who actually takes Cooler Master chassis and creates amazing things out of them. But Lee is also a maker. He used to make model airplanes when he was a young boy, and he still has them to his day in his garage full of stuff. He also made his own company, PC Junkie Mods, where he shares these mods with the public and also his passion through his YouTube channel. Lee Harrington embodies the spirit that we are championing today. If you also go down, you'll meet Dave Cooper. Now, Dave is a very eccentric guy. He's a lot of fun. He actually makes music. He's in a band. But Dave also makes 2D video games. He's making a game called Block Ships, which you can play at our booth today. And he's sharing that passion of 2D games with the world. He also makes courses at the University of Beijing for game design and game development. Dave Cooper is a maker. And again, champions that spirit that we are sharing today. And when we're looking at the forefront of technology, what Computex is all about, showing the latest and greatest, 3D printing is huge. And so we'd like you to meet Lawrence Lee, who's also at our booth with his own 3D printer that he's created, the Atom. And he has the Atom 3D and the Atom 2.0, which he crowdfunded himself. Lawrence Lee is a maker who made something from nothing. And so Lawrence is right now downstairs utilizing our new products to create innovative technologies and share his passion with the world. So that maker spirit has always been with Cooler Master. This is a part of our heritage, our history, and it starts from the very beginning. The man who started it all. And one thing he also noticed about making things is what people really wanted. So it's not just about making things without a purpose. Everything is done for a reason. And what Roger saw was people wanted things that were unique and that people wanted to express themselves. So after creating the ATCS, he saw the stacker as a potential as well. And he challenged the convention when everybody said there's just too many drive bays. No. And the world loved it. And then he challenged design and basically said, I want to make something beautiful, a piece of art. And we introduced the Cosmos, which to this day, in many iterations, is still being modified for people to express themselves in their creativity. So Cooler Master brings all of this together to share some key messages with you today, and all of our makers around the world. We innovate because we want to inspire freedom and enjoyment in people. But what we're doing today, and what we're doing with what you see here at Computex, is we are committed to reinventing the way that PCs are designed, made, bought, and most importantly, used. And so today, I'm excited to share with you our new brand slogan, how we're going to champion this maker spirit, how we're going to develop products to really help you make it yours. Now, this message, make it yours, is something that you see emblazoned across our chests, all around the room, and you'll see it in all materials downstairs at the Computex booth. But what are we showing today that's going to champion this maker spirit? And how are the products really going to push forward through that? Well, it all starts from a very simple frame. It's called the Master Concept. And this is a revolutionary case that we wanted to step back, go back to our roots, look at all the products that started who we are, and basically start from scratch, in a way, and product that's going to be coming to market very soon. And we have a lot to share with you about it, not just during this presentation, but inside this room and also at our booth with the makers who are utilizing them to share their passion with the world. So the Master Case by Cooler Master's purpose is very simple. We want to advocate a new relationship with all types of makers, whether they're the hardware makers or the end users themselves. We want to give you absolute control over how your case looks and functions. And of course, as I've just shared with you today, it draws inspiration from both our heritage and the Master Concept, which was our blueprint for the future. So the Master Case by Cooler Master is the world's first mid-sized modular tower with exterior expandability. And I'm going to touch on what exactly that means. But first, I want to showcase our little portfolio here of the Master Case. We have the Master Case 5, we have the Master Case Pro 5, and we have the Master Case Maker 5. And what you'll see is not only the difference in the product itself, but the naming and how it's very easy for a customer to identify which one is right for them. This naming rule is also shared amongst other products in the ecosystem, so that if you really want to channel that maker spirit, you know exactly which model to go for. This ease of use is not only just in the naming system, but the actual usage of the case itself. And one of those ease of use models is what we call a combination of freedom of what we want to do for the enjoyment of people, but also form and functionality of the case itself. And so a technology that we've created is called Freeform Modular System. And it's inspired by the Master Concept for customization, upgradability, and for you to adjust and make it yours. So let's give you some examples of Freeform. Here's Freeform in a 3D nutshell. Everything you see can be touched and moved around to your heart's content and to your usage model. If you're a VR developer, game developer, power user, server, there's all sorts of ways to modify and make it yours. So let's just show a basic way of how we take the Master Case 5 and make it the Pro 5. We actually just add on a top panel. It comes with a water cooling bracket, very easy to install and drop in. It's a very simple upgrade path for you or anybody to make it yours. If you want the Maker Edition, on top of all the interior additions, you can add the door as well and upgrade later. So maybe you buy the Pro now, you want to upgrade to the later, you make it yours. It's very simple. But let's give some real-world examples of what you can see downstairs at the booth at Computex. So Dave Cooper, our game designer, is utilizing a Master Case 5. He's able to move around the drive cages actually from the top area completely, eliminating all need of that and allowing for maximum airflow. He also utilized our dual chamber design to put the hard drives below, hide his cables where the power supply can be hidden away. And the front panel is easy to remove, so he can upgrade fans as he sees fit, whether it's 120 or 140. And later on, if he wants to add water cooling, he can do just that by throwing in a 280mm radiator right there. When we're talking about usage models, he can do however he pleases and make it his as well. When we look at Lawrence, he needs something a little bit beefier, right? He's running a hard drive array, all sorts of 3D printing is being done right there, and he needs additional cooling. So he uses a Master Case Pro 5. He adds the top panel, but doesn't need water cooling. He actually puts additional fans out there and also in the front to cool all of these hard drives and also his video card. He prefers air cooling, so he's able to utilize that as well. Lawrence Lee has designed this for what he needs, and he can make it yours. And Dylan Ho, our VR developer, who's looking at more high-intensive gaming and 3D rendering. He's utilizing multiple graphics cards, and you can actually move that drive bay up so when they're longer, they don't get in the way. And we're going to show you how he does that in just a moment. He also adds a Neptune 240. He puts the radiator up top, and he can hide it alongside with the mesh top over there, making a very clean aesthetic. And as I mentioned, that easy-to-use front panel pops right out. He can add additional fans or his additional radiator if he so chooses. So when you look on the inside of the case, when we talk about the adjust aspect of freeform, there is a clip panel here, and you can just click in any type of drive bay or even additional accessories like fans or even water reservoir in the future without actually modifying the case. This allows a lot of flexibility for users in the future and for a large ecosystem of accessories to allow you to make it yours. So this is an example of our new Master Liquid Maker unit actually using this clip panel here to plug right in and no modification necessary. If you look at the front panel, like I mentioned before, it pops out very easily, slide in a fan. A lot of user experience was gone into the design. And when you actually go through the portfolio with our teammates over here, they'll show you how even opening the side door is actually made easier. How opening the front panel is so simple. And all the additional things that we're doing in terms of modularity and how you can make it yours. And then we have these SSD clip and slip trays, which actually sit up on top of the power supply chamber. But you can actually take these same units and hide them behind the motherboard tray. And there is sufficient cable management and wiring space for you to hide and keep your airflow in tip-top shape. So that, again, allows you to make it yours and really build a system that you want for your needs. So the Master Case 5 by Cooler Master will be having 2 models available very soon. We have the Master Case 5 and the Master Case Pro 5. And actually, these will be launching in August 2015. Now, the Maker model will also be available at a later time. But you'll be able to purchase either of these models, and you'll be able to add on through the freeform functionality to even make the Maker model later. This is important because we don't want users to lose out on the innovation. We want the early adopters to feel proud that they're able to take part and build their PC now and upgrade as time goes on as well. We want to grow with them, and we want to help them make the ultimate case or the ultimate PC that they're looking for. So when we're talking about that upgrade experience too, as you walk around the VIP area, there is a retail experience here that we would like you to look at, and it shows you how that upgrade path is set up from the 5 to the Pro 5 to the Maker 5. And how we do this in retail and how we do this online is what we're here to discuss with you today, and how we can help make this experience easy for everyone. Because we believe that this is what the users are looking for. They want to take ownership. They want to take part in this maker spirit. And of course, they want to help make it yours. So, before we continue on, I'd like to share with you a video that really summarizes the direction of Cooler Master and what we're trying to do today. and where we're going to be going forward for the next couple of, for years to come. So if we can get that video here. Do you have the smart TV? Give us 1 second here. There we go.
May I help out?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Give it a shot.
When we turned it off, it kind of lost it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's Chinese.
Yeah, that's not going to be really good. There we go. Great.
Making things is in our DNA. For 23 years, we've brought together some of the brightest minds in the computer industry to create and build new technologies and products that push the limits of PC building. But now, Cooler Master is looking beyond DIY, beyond just doing it yourself, to a more ambitious future where we're driven by the desire to reinvent the ways PCs are designed, made, bought, and used. We spent the last few years constructing our muse, our blueprint for technology and the next generation of computing. The master concept is the first step. We collaborated with a team of world-class case modders and power users to combine our conception of the ultimate modular case with their expertise and vision. After brainstorming, hands-on testing, and countless feedback sessions, the master concept was born. And with it, a new direction for Cooler Master's future products.
What I am surprised with from day one, coming into I don't mean to be disrespectful, but a Taiwan case company, normally you think really rigid, we've done this a certain way for 20 years, we've blown it out of water. I'm in shock of what I've seen, and it's great. This needs to happen.
Our master concept is the result of a vision that every person's PC can be unique. And this is a first step in the fundamental reimagining of our relationship with fans and supporters. We're embracing the maker spirit, and we want to reach out to the community to provide them the tools they need to fully express themselves, to give free rein to their creativity.
We've progressed to a point where I think people can really bring in their own style to it and add value, not just have a beautiful case, have it be a little more freeform, which is what I'm really excited about having a modular level type design.
It's great for me to be working with these guys. It's a new way of thinking in the computer world.
The community had spoken. We listened. The master case represents the vanguard of our response. Inspired by the master concept's revolutionary approach to working with the community, it pioneers a new wave of case technology. Fundamental to this is our unique free-form modular system. In the master case, freeform gives you absolute control over how your case looks and functions, opening up new options to create multiple setups like home servers, professional workstations, and even gaming rigs with advanced water cooling and extra long graphics cards. From cases to power, cooling, and peripherals, our products will embrace the concept of offering greater choice and potential for self-expression. We want to give you the flexibility to make it yours.
So as you guys have seen throughout the video, through my presentation here today, along with the people that are going to be here to share more ideas with you, as well as the booth on the show floor on the fourth floor, we have one simple message for you. Whatever you make it yours. Make it Cooler Master.